Hey gang, so I gotta tell you this little adventure while it's fresh because it just ended. So, as you know, the ball joint came out again. I'm hoping that's all it is still. I still haven't got. One guy got down under there and looked and said, yeah, that's all it is, but he was drinking and I don't totally trust that one. But anyway, so it is Sunday morning right now. I'm making me some chicken and taters. Um, so this guy, his family, his grandparents have a cabin across the street and down a little bit from the campground here. And so apparently there's some kind of gathering there this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So he showed up several days ago, and he's got these little remote control cars that he's been running around. He made friends with some campers down on the end, and they've been drinking. They've been hanging out and drinking. So, he talks a good talk, apparently, for a little while. And, so, I think I met him Friday, I think it was. So, this is Sunday. So, last night, he's asking me about the bus, and I said, well, I got to go get the part. So, he offered to take me to town to get the part. Now, AutoZone is in Woodland Park, which is 30 miles away. So, I told him I can go Sunday after lunch or most any time Monday, because Monday and Tuesday are my days off. But being a holiday weekend, tomorrow I might still need to hang around. Much of the day anyway. But, so anyway, he says, sure, that's fine. So, last night he comes by and he says, any chance we can go early in the morning and then I can help you put the part on, or I can put it on for you? And I'm like, okay, sure, it's got to be really early though. And not real early, I mean. I said, we can go at like 8 o'clock, run there and run back, and it'll take about 2 to 2.5 hours to run there, get the part, and run back. So, last week, this kid I know that works at the AutoZone in Woodland Park, we'd been texting back and forth. I walk about half a mile down the road and I get a little bit of reception, wavy reception. It comes and goes. So I'd asked him to go ahead and order it so it was in stock, so that when I could get a ride down there, it would be there. Well, apparently he didn't order it. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this guy picks me up this morning, or he shows up. I make my round to the park with my bucket, picking up some trash on the ground and stuff, and most everybody's still sleeping. So I'm sitting in the bus waiting for him to arrive, and about 2 or 3 minutes till 8, I see that he's out there. I never heard him pull up or anything. So I shut everything off in here. I go out, close the door. I don't see him in the truck, so I walk over to the camp where the friends he made is, and they're all outside, but they hadn't seen him either. So, thought I saw somebody. So, I walk back towards the bus and his truck, and he's sitting in the driver's seat. So, all's fine. I get in. We start. First thing he says is, I got to get gas. Well, it's 30 miles to Woodland, 22 miles to Sedalia. And he says, I'm so low that we have to go to Sedalia and get gas. So I said, okay, well, there's bound to be, Castle Rock is right there, like 5 miles away from Sedalia. So I said, there's bound to be a AutoZone or auto parts store right over there. When we get reception, I can start calling and seeing if anybody has the part. And he's a motor mouth. And he's been a motor mouth since the day I met him. He never stops talking. So he starts saying, well, my son manages an AutoZone, I think. And I think it was an AutoZone, he said. It's not a parts store, but I think it was AutoZone. And they always have parts for older vehicles. We never have to wait, so we might as well go there in Denver. And I'm like, well, I can't really be gone that long. So I'm not in reception yet, so I haven't called. So we get to the top of the mountain near Rampart, or we get past Rampart. I start getting reception, so I start Googling, and I find a AutoZone real close to where we'll be, it was the gas station in Sedalia. It was 7 miles from the gas station, so that's not too bad. So we went there. They didn't have the part, but between the gas station and the auto parts store, he says, when you got out of the bus this morning, I thought you were going to see me. I was doing a line of Coke in the truck. And I thought, oh crap. And then he starts, he's motor mouthing. And then he's like, I bought an 8-ball or something like that. And $2,000 of Coke. And I'm like, fuck. I'm in this truck with a druggie, on drugs. And it's too far to walk back. He's not stopping so I can hop out. He's driving real slow, and then he drives real fast. Then he drives. He's going back and forth. He's staying on the road. He's staying in his lane. But I'm like white knuckling the door handle and the seatbelt and just praying I can get back to camp. So, of course, don't want to. I didn't say to. I lectured him a little bit about being on drugs and about doing it right before he took me somewhere, but I didn't do too much because I didn't want to get kicked out of the truck at the same time. But at the same time, I wanted out of the truck. I don't know. My head was reeling. I didn't know what exactly to do. I was trying to think of, if I get out of the truck, who can I call to come get me and take me back to camp? Anyway, it was a mess. So we get to the AutoZone, and they don't have it. They called a few stores in their little area. Nobody had the part. So I called the Woodland Park's AutoZone, where I'd been texting this kid, and turns out he hadn't ordered the part, so they didn't have it in stock either, but I asked them to go ahead and order it for me. And this was like 9:30, 10 o'clock when I was on the phone with them, and he said that it called early enough that they might get it in on today's truck at 2 o'clock, but then it might be already packed, and it'll have to be tomorrow. So he decides we're going to go ahead and go to Woodland Park. So we've gone 22 miles to Sedalia, another 7 miles to Woodland Park. Then we have to drive all the way down to Colorado Springs and then Woodland Park, and that was another like 48 miles. So I'm gone a bit longer than I'd planned. And still wasn't all that long, but it's still longer than I planned. And he starts, we're on the highway, we're on 25 headed towards Colorado Springs, and he starts driving real slow. And on the highway, he's like doing 50. And he says, oh, I must be coming down. I'm driving so slow, I must be coming down. And I'm thinking, oh, shit. I tell you, adventures that we have. So we got to the AutoZone in Woodland Park. Actually stopped at Walmart first because he wanted a lock. So we stopped at Walmart, and then we went to AutoZone. It wasn't in yet. So he goes, you want to wait around? You want to go back to camp and come back later? And I'm like, no, I just need to go back to camp, and then I'll figure it out. And then he went on talking about something else, so I didn't have to commit to anything. Made it back to camp. So I was gone 3 hours, just under 3 hours. Not too bad, actually. But man, that was definitely in the top 10 of the worst 3 hours of my life. I'm not a druggie. I've never been into drugs. Generally don't hang around with too many people that are doing a lot of drugs. I mean, weed is one thing, and alcohol is one thing. I don't do drunks. But, a drink or two, I don't care. I drink. Not a lot, but I drink. You smoke weed, I'm not going to not hang around you. I mean, everybody's different. Most everybody I come across that does weed just makes them kind of mellow. So, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's just the stupid drugs and the stupid druggies that I don't want any part of. But all those other drugs, if you're doing coke, meth, stuff like that, I'd just as soon you not do it around me. And I definitely don't want to get in the car with you driving when you're doing something like that. And I would suggest it would be nice that if you're driving somebody somewhere, don't do the stuff before you do it. Or tell them so they have the option of not going with you. So, it's all over. So all the you should have done this and you should have done that y'all are going to come up with is fine, because I appreciate everybody's, that's, my life is public, so you say what you're going to say, but just be nice, because it's done. Man, what an adventure. I am so glad to be home. I love my bus. I love my bus. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Ciao, babies. Happy Memorial Day morning. There's the mama and papa. I don't see the babies unless they're cuddled up with mama there. Or papa, whichever that is. They were both resting, then I guess I got a little too close and one of them had to stand up and balk at me for a minute. So I'm not getting any closer. Sure is pretty though, isn't it? I love the sound of the water without the traffic. So this morning I have a pretty empty campground. I got one camper over there, but they're packing up. The other two campers that were supposed to stay till today packed up and left last night because it was snowing in Deckers, which Deckers is 9 miles down the road from me. So they decided it was time to go. So the clouds look a little thin way over there. Maybe I'll get some sun today. Over here is where Fred the bear lives. Right there's where he comes down. So he's right up in that little canyon thing or crevice or whatever you call it between two mountains. Comes down and plays in the water at night. And then this island, that's a little island right there. On the other side of it is a big old beaver dam and a deep hole for fish. The guys love that, or the people love that. Not just the guys. There's a lot of women fishing too. Anyway, good morning. Hey gang, of course as soon as I start to hit the button I hear a siren. This is my new spot. Nobody was here, so somebody camped there, but they're leaving tomorrow, so I'll just back in tomorrow. For now, I'm right there for tonight. Boy, that's a big old siren. I wonder what they're doing. I've got this loop that has 1, 2, 3, 4 sites. There's another loop with, oh, there it goes. Oh, 2 of them. Rescue. Down there is 67, and there's an equestrian campground. I don't remember how many sites are in that one. That's mine too, and then a trailhead. And then up there is another loop. I haven't walked up there yet, with some more campsites. I believe altogether I have 18, I think, sites to keep up with, and a trailhead. So there it is, my new home. Well, not the trailer, the space. Hey gang, they moved me today. I am up the mountain 7,500 feet at Indian Creek Campground. Just got here this morning, so I'm just getting settled. And for some weird reason, there's a fire pit right there and another fire pit right there. Nobody knows why this campsite has 2 fire pits. It is the one they chose for the camp host. The camp hostess with the mostess. It's about 7 o'clock, I think, in the evening. Today is May 6th, Sunday. Next Sunday, my friend Tina and the Munchkin are going to be here. I'm so excited. So this campground has a loop, and then there's another loop back down that road. Yeah, I can't see it from here. It's a bit of a walk. They're supposed to be giving me a company truck. So this is Lone Rock Campground, or not Lone Rock, Indian Creek. And down there is 67, the highway. And there's a trailhead parking lot. And then at the other end of that parking lot, there's an equestrian campground. It's reservation only, and I had to take care of it also. So I think altogether, I think it's like 18 spaces, I think. But getting settled. Arlene's coming tomorrow to visit and check it out, and probably do my first campfire with her tomorrow. But anyway, just wanted to show ya. See you later. Ciao, babies. Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's too far. How am I going to dip it with it that far down?
All right, well, put it where you want it. There you go.
Okay, strawberry. Jet puffed marshmallow.
All right.
I don't know how this is going to work.
You're gonna
Hang on.
You're gonna have to roll it. It says to roll it.
Hold the jar.
You have to roll it in there. Get it. You have to get a good amount, just like a marshmallow.
It didn't want to stay. Oops. Okay. Let's do it this way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's probably better.
Whoops, nope. Oh, I don't know about this. Okay, I've got quite a bit of marshmallow on my strawberry. Here, you do yours. You got 2 hands, and I'll just tape you doing yours. This is after a few margaritas. That was the margarita.
My margaritas.
That was the margarita tongue. We might have to dip the strawberries with our fingers, not off on the stick, and then put it on the stick.
Oh, like this? Okay.
This is going on Facebook.
No, it is not. It is not. What happens at camp stays at camp.
That's why we're videoing it.
Oh, we are.
Look at all that marshmallow.
All right, I'm using a different finger. I'm not double dipping.
That's fine.
Well, you gotta get
I'm not, scared of your cooties.
I don't have cooties. I have good germs.
Okay, so stick some more on mine.
See?
I like the marshmallow. It's not sticking. There's got to be a better way. This looks so good on Facebook, right?
I know, yeah. All right. All you did was roll it in there, but it's not rolling. Okay.
It's not sticking like I thought it would. So we're going to roast it over the fire and then drizzle chocolate?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go, let's go drizzle.
Just perfect.
Burp. Okay, this is after 3 margaritas that she made. And you know how lightweight I am.
Now you just get it lightly. Like lightly toasted. So you keep it away.
Watch, it's going to start dripping.
So that's okay. Marshmallows drip. But you want to get it lightly toasted. Like a little brown.
Get in there.
You're too close.
Nothing's happening.
Well, it's just like a marshmallow.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
I love my brown marshmallow.
Me too.
Whoa, you're on fire.
I'm
You're
almost
on
on fire.
You're on fire. Blow.
All right, that's a little burnt, but that's okay. Burnt chocolate's okay.
Oh, we didn't bring the chocolate over here.
That's all right.
Now we got to go back over here.
All right, I'll do your chocolate first.
We're going to do it over the ground.
You ready?
Not a lot. I'm allergic to chocolate.
You are not.
I am.
Nobody's allergic to chocolate.
You wish.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Go for it. All right, out. Wait, you get your hand out of the way. Move your hand. I got it. How is it?
Okay. That's pretty good, actually.
Is that?
I love strawberries. Woo! Okay, now you try yours. It drips. Okay, say bye.